my name is Pooja. I'm part of product management team. Today we'll be having like town hall for sales and marketing team, and we will be like, followed by me. There will be Prakhar, as well as like, next one will be Prashant. So with today, like we'll be focusing on funnels, websites, forms, survey, social planner, email builder, content AI, payments and invoicing, template library, and reporting from our side. Yeah. So the first one that we are going to discuss is social planner. So social planner, recently we have launched like, Reels, the direct posting of Reels. You can create your Reels by having like, you can create like 10 videos. So first thing that you need to do is you need to choose like an Instagram account. You need to go and select the Reels tab. Once you do that, you'll be able to add your creatives as well as like, you can add in images and videos that you want. And then you can directly post it out. You don't need to now do like, push notification for getting this live. So this is one of the things that has already went live, and you'll be able to use it out with like, multiple videos. Then the next thing that we recently launched was the recurring post. So recurring post, we have done like this as a first MVP step, and we are looking forward for more feedbacks from everyone. So over here, like the first step is that you choose your social, you choose like, you want to create your content, and then like, you put up like, schedule recurring post. Once you click over there, you get an option to schedule it out for days, weeks, months, or year. Like it depends upon how your use case is. You can choose that out. Then you can select like, if you're using weeks, then you need to select the days and then the date range you want to do this recurring post again and again. So with the recurring post, the idea is that, you every time, like, for example, you are running an ad and you are getting like, people to see that ad by, retargeting them. With social media, the same thing can be done with just like, the recurring post schedule. So you just select this option and you'll be able to recur your post again and again basis on like, weeks, months, or day based upon your use case. So that's how you'll be able to do. And this is already live right now in Social Planner. Then the next thing that we are going to come up is customize for each post. So if everyone is aware, like each social, like for example, if you take Twitter, then Twitter has a very less number of like, character limit. So for example, if you choose like Twitter, the character limit will be just 210. And if you want to run your if you want to create a content and then like, you want to share it across like, multiple socials, the best idea is that, you would like to customize your post for each and every campaigns that you want to run. So for example, in Facebook, you want to write a longer post, you can do that. For like, GMB, if you want to write like less content, you can do that. So with just one switch of button, you'll get an option to like, add in content in all of them, how much ever you want to. And then you can just schedule it out based on your requirement with the same creatives. So this is what is going to go live this Thursday. That's the goal from our side. Then the very next thing that we are going to launch is called post using RSS feed. So you just have to come over there. You have to come to Social Planner. There will be one more option added of RSS feed. You go over there, you add your RSS URL that you have, you select your socials, you can add your end with text, and then you can choose like, when does this feed has to get refreshed. So it can get refreshed within 5 minutes also, 20 minutes also. So there will be a drop down which allows you to choose like when this feed needs to get refreshed. And every time the feed gets refreshed, if there are like, new posts coming up, you can just directly post them out on your social media channels. So it could be like, you might be using somebody's public content and you want to like, reutilize that and then like create your own audience. You can do that using this particular option. Yeah. So this is going out live in 2 weeks. It's already developed. We are still like, working under and it's under QA right now. Then the next thing that we are going to add in is category and tags. This is like a bigger vision that we are looking at. The first thing that we want to allow our users is to add tags and category. So basic idea is that, once you create your category with post, if you want to ever come back and then like, repurpose it using like recurring post, like that's the bigger picture over here. So starting, we are going to allow each of our users to just add in tags and category, and then they'll go to like, planner area, and then they can say that, these are your, like, if you are running a business into like, something like in like wedding ceremony sort of a business, then you can like allow them the filter of like a particular tag, and you can show them these are the wedding posts that are going to go out. So that is the way like, we want to ideally like, provide this. The bigger vision over here is to go towards like a recurring post for categories and tags. Yeah. And this is going to go live soon. Then the next thing is next things that we are working right now is like, allowing our users to create like automated reviews that are coming from Google and Facebook. So for example, if you have like, Yext reputation management already on for your particular location, you can just enable it out. Every time you get a X number of like, if you have a 5-star rating or a 4-star rating and you want to get that added on your social media, with one click, you'll be able to do that. You can choose your background with social, it has to go out. And you can even put in like, what type of hashtag or any other details you want to add. And this will go out live by automated manner. This will be just like a one-click setup that you need to do and then like forget about it. Then the very next thing that we are going to bring in is an image and a video editor. This is more in relevance to like, you want to create your content, but you want to edit it out. You want to use Canva, you have to go to other platform, or you can open Canva inside our own product. But with that, like you won't get like, some specific like requirements. Like for example, if you want to use like Reels and then you want to have a like, stickers added, then with the image and a video editor, you will be able to do that. Even like, we are going to bring in AI as an option, which will allow you, if you just highlight like some specific area, then you can like, play around with that and then like create and edit an image over there for your social media. Then we are going to bring in Canva integration for our product. This is like one of the good asked thing across like, across the board that are users of Social Planner. And we are going to bring this in, like it's already like we already started the works around it, but like the bigger vision is that we want to provide both together as an option inside Media Library. The other thing that we are going to provide is the social insight, which is like, we are going to tell how many likes, share, and comments you are getting across the post. And we are also going to give like basic set of like reporting in this quarter. And then like next quarter, like our focus is to give them a big set of like, a bit more detailed amount of reporting around the social post and then like, how a particular page and everything is working. And then we are going to allow everyone to use like watermarking of images and videos so that, you'll be able to like, differentiate your content from one account to the other account. So that's the another option that we are going to provide. So this is what we have for Social Planner from our side. The next thing that we are going to discuss is the email builder, emails. So one thing that we recently launched was the layout option. So if you go to email builder today, there will be an option added called as text and image. This was just a starting point that we wanted to allow that, we did not wanted you to go and like, take all three elements and then like, start adding them out one by one. Instead, we clubbed them out and now you just need to pick it up, one of the elements, and then choose the layout that you like and just drop it out. And then you can like, customize it according to your need. This is just the basics that we are setting up for saved elements, which is going to come out soon from our end too. And this is already live from, and we have recently like, changed the navigation of email builder. We have changed the UI. It reflects a bit of a newer UI, and we are still looking forward for feedbacks in terms of usability and everything from like everyone. The next thing that we recently launched was the image and the video resize option. So now today, if you go to an image or if you add an image or a video to your email builder, you'll be able to resize them and then like, you can center it out, you can make it full screen, and then you can add the other things over there. But this is possible today with your particular option. This will help you to create like more better looking email for both mobile and phone, like for like your, your desktop and phone. The idea behind this is like, you should be able to resize it and make it like, responsive according to your screens over here. The next thing is that we have updated bit of reporting piece that comes on email builder. Early on, we were just providing, so there were like, few requests from our customers that we were able to see that, the email builder statistics and then the statistics inside the bulk area were not looking exactly same. Like there were some discrepancy that, people were able to find. With this update, like it is going to bring up everything same from our end. We are going to just replicate the behavior that's there in the email builder bulk action. And this is going to provide you a bit more data around like, more other than like, what we used to only provide in A/B test reporting inside email builder. So we are just expanded like our module with a better UI of like, graphs. And then like, even we've added few more data points, which you can play around in order to like, this is just a starting point that we are building for email builder reporting to go in a bit wider sense from our end. Yeah. And this is going to go out live in this Thursday. The next one that we have is the FAQ element. Now we are going to allow our users to add a FAQ element inside their email builder area. So you just need to just drag and drop this particular element, and then you will be able to add like as many lists as you want, and then you will be able to add in like descriptions and everything over there. This is just a starting point that we have started. Our goal is to allow our users to add even images, videos inside the FAQ element. But this is just as a starters, we have started with like just the text element part over here. Next thing that we have is in quarter 3. These are the things that we have started our work around. We are working right now on resend to unopened emails. So right now, if you have sent a campaign and you want to resend it to those people that have not opened it out, then today there's no fast trigger or no automation that is possible inside the email builder area, or like a one-click solution over there. So with this option, like we're going to just allow like a one-click solution. You click on email builder resend button, and you'll be able to send up like a new email to all those people that did not open a particular campaign. And you will be able to even tag those people out, just so that you can utilize them in future for a different purpose as well inside the CRM part. Then in quarter 3, we have other things as saved elements. So for example, like today not everyone would be creating like a template and then like moving to campaign. They would like to have some sort of like a reusable component part as well. Like for example, if they have socials that are there, they just want to take that and then like in the new template they just want to use it as a reusable component, right? So with this saved elements, you can save a column or a row and everything, and then like you can save that particular element area, and then again again build your campaign or email template, and then again repurpose that out. Then the another thing that we are working right now is on allowing our users to send schedule campaigns for multiple tags and multiple smart lists. Today, one thing that we get as a feedback is that inside email builder, you can only choose one tag or one smart list when you want to send it to your contacts. But now going forward, like we are going to allow multiple tags and smart lists, and we are also going to allow the people to even add like tags around it as well, if there are a particular tag you want to associate with that particular contact. Then the another thing that we have in quarter 3 roadmap is we're going to allow inside email builder, we are going to allow our users to have forms inline added. So you can create a form and then come to email builder and choose that form, and then you can select what type of action you want on that particular form, and then you'll be able to add that form inside your email area. There are few difficulties over here in terms of some providers do provide this particular functionality, some don't, but there will be an alternative provided for those type of providers as well, like Gmail, Outlook, and the other ones. So basic is that Gmail and the few ones allow, but like the rest of them, that don't allow, will be providing an alternative solution over there. Then we have a UI revamp planned out for the list view of email builder, as well as the sending screen that we have, like the send and schedule screen that we have inside the email campaign area. So this is the roadmap for quarter 3 right now for email builder. Yeah. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the content AI. So content AI recently, we have upgraded our model for image AI. If you go and today create images inside the email, inside the image AI. So if you go to social planner, funnels, website, blogs, and even even email builder, you just add an image component, and if you hover over it, you'll get an option to create your image AI. So you'll be able to write a prompt over there, and then generate basis of the style that you like. You'll be able to generate a content over there, and then the image will come up. You can choose the variation option that you like, and then you will be able to. So earlier we were using a bit of different model over here, and with this update, we brought a new model which will allow you to bring a bit more better and higher resolution images based on your need. The next thing that we recently did was supporting of content length in content AI. So if you go today to if you go today to social planner, email builder, blogs, any of these places, you will be able to get an option to select the length of your content. So sometimes in social planner, you don't want to generate a smaller length. You want to generate a very long length for your purpose. You want to go to funnels area, and then you want to generate a longer set of content. With this option, you will be able to do it rather than writing in the prompt area. This allows you to actually navigate what is a medium, large, or small. And then you can even add your custom length if you just want 500 words or 200 words approx written over there. One another thing that we're bringing in, this is going to help in a lot in usability across different products. We are going to bring in contextual support AI, which is a part of content AI only. We are just expanding it a bit more. We are going to provide this inside funnels, website, social planner, email builder, and blogs. And the option is that, you click on AI and then you'll get an option to add, you can improve your writing, you can fix the grammar and spelling. You can simplify writing, make it longer, make it shorter based on your needs. So this is something that will allow you to play around your content as well as keep the quality checked. Cool. So that's all from the content AI side of it. The next product that we're going to talk about is template library. So today everyone would have experience a new template library flow when you go to template library. We have expanded our scope where if you are an agency owner and if you want your location users to also access the template library, you just need to go to your company you need to go to your agency settings company, and there will be an option to enable the template library that is available for all your location users and admins. So that's one thing that we recently launched. The other thing that you will be able to also do is that early on, the experience was like this, that when you come to template library, you select the template, and then after selecting, it used to land up on your list view, and you had to refresh the page when you were adding those templates out. We have changed our flow, and now we have changed it in a way that will allow you can choose the template, then it will ask you, it will take you to a detailed page. It will give you the information that's there as a prerequisite or other things. And then you just click on continue, it takes you to builder area. And you might have seen a new amazing loader that has been added to the template library part. Next thing that template library team that's bringing up new is you can contribute your own template inside your own location. And then it will become a centralized template library option for your own location, as in for your own agency. So now you go to a funnel template, you'll be getting an option to upload your template to funnel templates. You go over there, you name your template, choose a category, then go to template library, as in there will be an agency setting. In agency setting, there will be an option of template library you'll get. And then inside that, you'll be able to create your own template, add the content, add visuals, and then make it live for your locations to use. So it will be unique to each agency, so you can utilize in that way. And you can have a common template library where you can use it across your sub accounts. Then the next product that we are going to talk about is reporting. Reporting is grown into a newer thing that we are trying to achieve over here. So if you have seen the dashboard, in dashboard, we are trying to bring up newer things for our users to use and build their own dashboard out. So today there are fixed widgets that we provide. So the idea is that tomorrow in future, we want to allow you to create your own dashboard based on your own needs. So for example, if you are part of a sales team, then you want to create your own sales dashboard. If you are part of revenue team, then you would like to create a revenue dashboard. And if you want to have just a simple contacts dashboard, just to know how many contacts and from where are you getting them, then you can create your own dashboard. So the bigger idea is that we are enhancing our sub account reporting over here. So the first thing that you will see is coming soon, which is a newer UI will be presented to everyone in terms of a new dashboard will be coming in place. And then the next step to that is we will be allowing you to drag and drop the widgets that are there. And then you'll even be able to add a specific set of widgets in terms of contacts, opportunity, and appointments as a starting point. So few images from that. And then you can be able to edit the particular widget. You will be able to duplicate and delete them out, and then play around different graphs over there. So this is what we have as a roadmap for reporting team. The idea is that we are going to very next thing, soon you'll be hearing about the new UI coming out from our side. It will be launched on beta, and we'll be asking you if you have a very CSS heavy product. The best way is to just check that out and just know how it looks. And then we'll be soon adding up the drag and drop feature for the reporting area. And later on, we'll be allowing our users to add their own widgets based on their requirements. We are starting with opportunity, leads, and appointments, but later on, we are going to add in like support for all the options over there. And then you will be able to even schedule your dashboard and send it out as an email, and even customize each of your report based on your requirements. There will be predefined templates available, but that is like the basics that we want to start as a bigger reporting initiative. Prakhar will be the next person taking it over.
Cool. Pooja, I'll share my screen.
Cool.
Hello all, this is Prakhar. I'll be talking about funnels, website, domain connect, form survey. So yeah, I'll just start with speed. I think that's what most of us care about. Last quarter and even now we are focusing a lot on speed. What we can do, so improve FCP, reduce loading size. So what we have done, we have improved the speed by around 50% in mobile, and desktop also we were doing good. So and even in GT metrics, we are some of our pages which can actually be used for marketing, like with a lot of images, with a lot of text, with order forms and stuff. We are reaching more than 95% here. So you can see this is one of the examples that we have done for the speed improvement. Like earlier, even the perceived as FCP, right? So if you open a website, it loads after say fifth screen, but at least some part we have started loading this. So this is some of the improvements that we have done. Yeah, going next, these are some of the websites which is actually marketable websites, including everything. All these score above 95 in GT metrics, and even in mobile speed they also scores above 75. So we have made significant improvement in speed, and will continue to make speed improvements here. Next thing is, we as Pooja also talked about, image AI. So we have integrated image AI with funnels website media library. So to enable that, first of all these are available in the new funnel builder. There was some issues and we have resolved those. I'll talk about that later. So here you go to any image, you go to the image, you can either upload from media library or you can use image AI. So there's the option, and you can select variations and choose your image. Next thing is we have launched new funnel builder, funnel and website builder last quarter, and we got a lot of feedback there regarding the columns being overlapping on the content. So we introduced column mode for better layout. So now those problems are resolved. The sticky editor one, earlier you used to go anywhere, it used to come everywhere, and I think all these are because of the feedback that we got from you guys, from Facebook group, from the feedback section. So, and then the typography, which we launched very recently. Earlier, though these are subtle changes, but I think this helps a lot in reducing the funnel build time. Next things that we have integrated is XML sitemap for blogs and categories. So earlier, even if you have a blog in your funnel, you don't see those links inside the XML sitemap, but we have enabled those. As you can see here, all the links are there. And even if you go to a funnel, if you add a new blog, it will, and you save the funnel, it will get auto-populated here. Yeah, next thing is lead generation from hosted video. This is going live next week. This is really exciting feature. I'm just going to show how it looks. So inside, this is a hosted video. And what you can do is you can define a lock here. So in this video, I have defined a lock that after say this 8 seconds, people won't be able to view the complete video. If they want to view the complete video, they have to fill this form. So you can pop a form inside a video, and when people submit that form, and all these are customizable option that you can have the cross button, or you don't allow user. And as soon as somebody fills the form, this lead will be registered in the submission section. You'll be able to even track whether this lead is from direct form submission or from a form submission inside a lead inside a video. So this is going live next week, and we are really excited about this feature. Yeah, this is how it is going to look. I'll move next. Yeah. Next is also one of the most demanded one, image slider and carousel. By mid-September, this is also going to come. I'm just going to show. All these things are in QA right now. So yeah, we are expecting to launch it very soon. So here, like a lot of customization options we have given, like there it can be dots, arrows, squares. You can have border, you can have shadow, a lot of things you can do with this. And with this, we are launching a lot of new elements, new margin elements, padding elements, shadow elements. So yeah, this is also going to be really exciting. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, another one which is also one of the most demanded one is the video background. So this is in development right now and will go by September end. So now you'll be able to add a video inside. So no custom CSS, nothing is required. You just select the section, you can add a video background to it. And yeah, and with a lot of other options, like you can pause on hover, lot of things like yeah, it will auto loop, those kind of things will be there. So yeah, this is also going to be live by September end.
Dude, it's freezing. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Now upcoming. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I'll continue. Yeah. Any question? Okay. I'll continue here. Yeah.
No, there seems to be some background noise.
Yeah.
Please, can we mute everyone?
Cool. So yeah, I'll move ahead. So now these are the upcoming roadmaps that we have planned for funnels and websites. So it's basically theme center is going to come, which is most demanded one. So from a common theme center, you'll be able to select the color, the font, these options, and this will be by default for all your funnels, website, and other products as well. And you can obviously go to the specific funnel and change the option for specific pages as well. Another exciting thing which is coming like next quarter is funnel and website AI. Funnels, we agree that it takes a lot of time. So with a lot of funnels being created with us, a lot of intelligence that we have, what we are going to do is we'll be generating funnels and websites for you based on, and those will be optimized based on like how many page views you are getting. So this is going to be really exciting. And with just one click, you'll be able to generate funnel or website. Next features are like draft and publish state. So right now, if you make any changes to your funnel, you have to save it and it goes live, right? So which we have talked, and a lot of customers wanted that we want to save it as draft and publish it later. So those things are coming, like font weight, custom font. You can add your custom font. All those options will come soon. Another big thing will be pre-built section. So right now, if you want to build a section, right, you have templates for the whole funnel. But if you want, say, about a section to be included somewhere, right, you can just drag and drop from different about a section, team section, feature section, and you can just see you can also see the preview, how it is looking, and you can just pull inside the funnel. We believe like this will be a huge gain for the users, and your funnel build time will reduce significantly. Other features will be like photo video gallery, then the new margin element, border elements, all those kind of things are coming. Another big thing will be mobile responsive, right? So right now we understand the pain that like you have to set different fonts for mobile, and desktops have different settings. So we are simplifying that experience significantly. So that is also coming in the next quarter. Cool. Now I'll talk about the product that we launched recently called Domain Connect. So yeah, so Domain Connect is basically what it is used for, to easily add your domains. That's the purpose. And we have firstly integrated Domain Connect with funnels and website. So earlier you have to go to your domain provider, add your DNS record manually, and then add your domain from the domains page. But now you go to the domains page, you click add your domain, put your domain. What you'll do is it will automatically add the www also. You have that option. Then we are automatically detecting what's your domain provider. And when you click on authorize domain, just authorize there, we are directly adding that domain to specific funnel and website. So this eases the process a lot. So yeah, that we have launched. What next for Domain Connect? We'll be adding more providers, INS, WordPress.com, other providers, which is currently in Domain Connect. And we will start integrate Domain Connect with other products. We have already started the process for email, WordPress, membership, and API domain, other products also will make the domain connection process as easy as possible. Cool. I'll move to the next product, forms and survey. So forms and survey, it has been really exciting. Like past few months, we have launched new form builder, and in new form builder, the UI is earlier. If you have used the old form builder, you can compare and see like how difficult it was to build even a simple form, right? So now there's the structure from left side. You can get all the elements. You can add custom fields from here. All the styling options are here. And yeah, so this is the new form builder. I'll recommend like you go to the labs and turn it on. Yeah, turn on this feature. Similarly, we have launched new survey builder. It's like a lot of functionalities are similar between forms and survey, but in surveys you can add multiple slides. You can have multiple questions in multiple slides. You have like certain different options as well. So this is also live in labs. Recommend like please turn on this feature, use it. You have feedback, please give it to us. So yeah, these two builders went live. Next thing is earlier you have to start from scratch. You don't have any reference for this. We have launched forms and survey templates also. So when you click on forms, you'll get an option. You can start from scratch or you can use a template. So this is available for both forms and survey. So yeah, that is live. Next things, we have included a lot of features, and our focus is to make your forms and surveys look very nice. So the first features that we have integrated was background and header images in forms. So what you can do is like from background and header image, you can just upload your image, and yeah, that's it. And you can even render all those things in the builder. Earlier, you have to use the preview to do everything. But now what we have done is like when you change a setting, you should see all those settings in the builder itself. So that's a major enhancement we have done. Next is, earlier it used to be just box, right? You just have the box, you have this limited style. We have introduced a line style, which makes like form looks really good. And this is like there in forms and survey both. So from the input style, you can just choose from line, box, and line. And even in line, you can have a dotted, dashed, solid, none. Like you can have different versions of line. And yeah, so that's what we have. That's what is live right now. Another cool feature is short label. So if you have to give some description of the field, like a name, like it should match for official document, and say you have a message field, you want to give certain things here. So you can add those short labels, and you can also customize those labels with different colors, font family, size, weight, font weight. All these things are possible with forms and survey, in new forms and survey right now. Next thing is fonts. So this we launched very recently only. So earlier we just used to had 8 fonts. Now we have 1500 plus fonts, and you can just drill down here. We first show that, and the thing is that even if you don't know what popular fonts are, so we have sorted this out. Top 25 famous fonts you'll get, and you can search for any fonts and you'll get that font. And not just that, what we have done is you have something called GDPR compliant font as well. So the issue with say Google font is that if you are in EU region, you'll get issue that it tracks IP, so you'll get GDPR issue. So if you turn on this feature, we use alternative font to that, which is the name will exactly be similar, so you won't find any confusion, and it will be GDPR compliant. So that's what we have also launched. Next thing is terms and condition element. We have launched this in forms and survey both. And I think as per feedback, a lot of feedback, we have included link, we have included the text color option, link color option, all these things we have included. Other things like IP tracking, those kind of things will be coming soon. So yeah, and thanks to all of you, like we get a lot of feedback and we improved upon that. So yeah, and as soon like, and the way it works is like, if you bring in phone element, we bring this element up, you do A2P compliance and stuff. And you can remove this element, you can make changes in this element, you can choose any link here. So yeah, that's what you can do here. Next thing, which is coming very soon, which is going live next week, is like with every customer, I hear about your bottom bar. Okay, you have brought in the new survey builder, form builder, you have brought in new options, but the old sticky bar, right, which is at the bottom, it's really bad. So yeah, so now we have this new cool survey bottom bar. You can customize the color here, the background here, the text here. So all these things can be there. And yeah, so this we believe this will make you like your survey looks really good. So yeah, you can do all these stuff here now. And this is going live very soon, like yeah, next week. Cool. Yeah, another thing which was most demanded was conditional logic, right? And when we talk about conditional logic, so you want to say if somebody is say using Gmail, right? So what you want to do is like show them some different message, redirect them to different URL. So based on different fields, right? Say if the example here is if the date of birth is say before 2007, you want to send them some different message, you want to disqualify the lead, you want to qualify the lead, you can do all these kind of things with conditional logic. And this is going to go live by September end. And this is also really cool. And I think one of the most heavily voted feature in like Kenny. Next thing is themes. So it is under development. So I don't have like really good screenshot, but yeah, so I just like got something. So there will be a theme section. So earlier, right now, what you have to do is if you still have to customize your forms and survey, right? You have to go to individual option, say font, then background color, label, all these kind of things. And you have to choose those, right? But the good part is with themes, you just select the theme and it just copies the style of that theme. So that will make the form look really good. You just go, you come in, you just add the field, you just choose a theme, that's it. So this is also going to come really soon by September end. This is also going to come. And yeah, so in this, the focus for us was how we can make so you get more leads or you get more survey submissions when your form and survey looks nice. That was our complete focus. We brought a lot of features so that we can make that the good. Right now all these things are in labs, and very soon it will be live, default live for everyone. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, and what do you mean, Prakhar, what do you mean by labs? If someone wants to use this today, what do they need to do?
Got it. So what they have to do is okay. Yeah, so what they have to do is say they have to go to, if they are at app.go high level, you have to go to your location setting, go to labs and turn on the feature. I'll just show you very quickly also. Yeah, so you can go to the location setting here. Just give me a second. Yeah, so okay. Cool. So you go here, you have something called labs here. You go to labs and you'll see a lot of things here. Like you can see the website builder, you can see the new form builder. So you have to just turn off this feature. And if you have any feedback, please submit feedback here. This is really helpful for us to improve the products. And even you can do the survey builder also. So this is the place where you can go and turn on these things. So yeah. Cool. Next is what is upcoming. So with like the focus was in the beauty of it. Now we want to have like more functionalities with forms and survey, what you can do with forms and survey, right? So right now, what the next things will be payment in forms. So we believe this will be a really big thing. Right now, if you have to collect payment, you have to have an order form inside a funnel, right? So with form payments in form, you can just send those forms and you can just directly receive payments, and all those options which is there in order forms, all those options will be there. You can collect donation, you can do a lot of things with payments and forms. This is going to come. Again, we are focusing on AI and how we can make things quickly for you. So create forms and surveys using AI. So this is also going to come next quarter, and it is really going to be really good. Next thing is quiz funnels. That is like a lot of people want scoring based things. You want to have these kind of features. So this is also going to come. And yeah, this is also like one of the highly voted one. So yeah, this is also going to come. The next thing is, I think some other features like date picker, time zone tracking, IP tracking, country based tracking, all these are planned for next quarter. Next, we have like some of the things like, say, if you have right now, suppose if you submit the form, right? If somebody submits your form, you can have the workflow set up, but that is like little tedious process. So what we're bringing in is, as soon as somebody submits, you can enable email notification inside forms, that if somebody submits, email me who has submitted the form. So email notification is going to come in. Also, we have seen like if to improve the quality of your lead, there will be some kind of SMS verification. when during form submission, people have to enter it so that you get quality leads. So these kind of things are also going to come. And then like there will be a lot of enhancement like validation logic, input mask, so whatever you can do with like a really good form builder, you'll be able to do here. And yeah, so this, I think these are the things here. And yeah, cool. I think with this, I'll hand over this to Prashant.
Yes. Hey, Prakar. Hello, everyone. Good morning and good evening. My name is Prashant, and I'm the product manager for payments, invoices, proposals, and estimates. And I'll be taking over for the updates of those 8 product areas. Let me quickly share my screen. I hope everyone is able to see my screen. So first up, proposals and estimates. For those who are not aware of this, proposals and estimates are live for everyone. This is available under the payments menu. So we have the functionality to create a proposal or an estimate. You can add elements like text, images, products list, or a signature element. You can send it to the recipient, get the signature done, get it accepted, and then it automatically sends a PDF, a signed copy of the PDF for reference to the client as well as the business sender, along with the signature certificate. So this means that the signature certificate also captures data like the IP address and location of the signer, which makes it authentic to be used as a replacement for any other industry standard tools. This means that you can use this tool to get in text images or any of the proposals or estimates that you want to make, get your client signature and make this document as an authentic digital signature. So this is live. We have been hearing a lot of feedback around proposals and estimates. And if any one of you has not given it a try yet, we encourage you to do it. It is available under the payments menu, proposals and estimates. Next up, within the just post-release, we started receiving feedback and we tried to prioritize it and knock off items which seem important. So a couple of updates that we made after releasing proposals and estimates, we made it available inside the SaaS configurator. So this allows all our SaaSpreneurs to have proposals and estimates as a feature which they can tag along in their customized plans. So this is now available on the SaaS configurator. This is live in here. Then we also enhanced, like we received the feedback that, hey, the clients, this is a mobile first world and the clients potentially need to have the signature compatibility within their mobile devices. So we immediately included the mobile signing compatibility. So the clients to whom you send a proposal or an estimate, they are able to view it on their mobile phone. They're able to sign it successfully, download the PDF, as well as receive the signature certificate copy as well. And we also added in the hyperlink support, through which you are able to insert hyperlinks within text for the proposals or estimates that you are sending it to your potential clients or leads. Then we also received some feedback around custom fields and custom values support within proposals and estimates builder. So we exposed custom fields and custom values. So within the builder, if you see here, there's an icon, custom values. You have all custom values related to account, user, contact, your own custom created custom values, and contact name, first name, email address, or all of those information you can have in here, which automatically populate. This will be of more advantage when templates come in, which we have in our list. So these custom values will be super beneficial when you just insert custom values, save it as a template, and probably use that template in automation or in the mobile app or somewhere else. So we have received that feedback as well, and we have included it in our list, and potentially this should roll out in the next month or so, definitely. So another awesome update that we just released today is uploading a page background image for proposals. Now this becomes super important and super useful as well, because this provides you the ability to come into the proposal builder, just click under the 3 dots of the page, open the page properties, and you are able to upload any image that you already have, which can be according to your brand theme or according a business proposal which you have already created, and you can lay over elements on top of it. So you just come, you can make any image on Canva or whatever your brand theme suits for. You can upload that image, lay over the signature element or the text element or the video element or whichever element suits you on top of it, and start accepting signatures and generating signature certificates by using this custom option. This solves a lot of crucial pain points in terms of the image element not occupying the end-to-end corner of the pages in the proposal, and to make out neat and good looking proposals for your clients. So this is super beneficial for your business. So we have the option in here to upload an image URL using the media library. Then you can definitely set the image position as top left, or the size of the image that it should fill page, or it should autofill or auto size, or you can set the repeat pattern if you want to repeat it along x-axis or along y-axis, and you can also define the opacity of the uploaded image. Then you want to lighten it a bit, or you want to gray it out. So all of those functionalities, and I personally feel that this is going to be a game changer for people using proposals in here, because this opens tons of possibilities for formatting as well as creating your brand customized proposals or estimates. So these are the updates that we have quickly made after within the release of proposals and estimates feature that we have. Now, a couple of upcoming items that we are currently working on. Firstly, multiple recipient signature support. This is one of the crucial feedbacks that we got, and we anticipated it coming as well, and we are already actively working on it. I would say that this is in the technical planning phase as of now, and should potentially be seen into action by the end of this month or towards early month for sure. So with this update, basically you will be able to add in multiple recipients to which you are sending the proposal or an estimate. You will be able to drag and drop the signature field, and you will be able to assign it to any of the recipient or add a new recipient completely. So this completely decouples the signature field with the recipient, and you are free to assign a signature field to whichever recipient you want, and it can be multiple recipients. Another thing that we have in the list to work upon is uploading a PDF and start accepting signatures. This is another crucial feedback that we have received, and this makes a lot of sense as well, that hey, I have my own PDF or my own document already existing, and why not just upload that PDF and start accepting signatures above it, or start using it as a proposal. So the background image task kind of lays as a foundation for that, but the immediate next thing that we have in the list is uploading a PDF, and then you are able to drag and drop the signature field above it, or the text field or the image field up on top of it, and you're able to send it to your clients. So this is the second item that we have in the list. Then another thing that we are working on is, as of now, the signature element. If some of you must have tried out the builder, it is a rigid element as of now, that there are some limitations in terms of where the signature element can be placed, or accurately where you can place. Although you can adjust the margins and paddings, we have those kind of customizations available. But to make it more easier for you, we want to make it floating, like most other competitors do as well. You will be able to directly drag and drop it anywhere, and this becomes super useful once features like uploading a PDF or uploading an image comes handy, because it allows you the flexibility of accurately placing the signature element where you want it to be, or in future any other element like the radio buttons or date element or initials element or any of those elements in future which we are going to develop. It makes it a lot easier and flexible to have those accuracies in place. So this is another item that we want to work upon. The next item that we have is auto creating an invoice after proposal is accepted or signed. So when you are sending a potential estimate of using a products list table, and you are listing down the estimate cost of the services that you are offering, and the client potentially accepts the proposal or estimate, then we want to devise a way in which there is an automatic way in which an invoice is automatically created, and you can potentially edit the details if required, or directly send out to the client. And then as I mentioned earlier, creating templates and using it in automations and potentially mobile app as well is something that we have in the list. And this becomes super useful combined with the custom values and custom fields as well. So these are the items that we have in our immediate priority list that we are actively working on a few of them, and probably these updates will roll out within the coming quarter and few months. Moving on, payments and invoicing. So a couple of updates on the payments and invoicing side. Some huge updates on invoicing side. So we took a couple of iterations, and now this finally offers a lot of customization. So within the invoices page, we have the invoice settings, which offers ton of customization opportunity, as And it solves a lot of pain points in defining the permanent information, or let's say the additional information which needs to appear on invoice. So if you see in here, I am in the settings page, and you have the business information, which primarily defines what is the business logo or the business name or phone number or address or whatever those details you want to put in, or addition of custom values as well. Like if you want to display any additional text as well related to your business, you can do that using the business information setting. And then the invoice title and terms, which basically allows you to define the title that appears at the top of the invoice. You can rename it to tax invoice or sales invoice or whatever suits your needs. So this solves a lot of pain points for the customers based in Australia or some other countries where there are some legal requirements on naming the title. And then
What
we have
about putting a fixed discount?
Sorry, I didn't get it. Can we please repeat the?
No, most likely it was background noise. Continue, Prashant.
Got it. So within the invoice title and terms, we have the terms and conditions as well, which has a rich text enabled. So this was another pain point where businesses were not able to get that formatting in the terms and conditions. They were not able to insert some bulleted list, or they want to have the paragraph formatting or others in place. So this solves those pain points as well. Then we have the due date settings as well. There was a default due date which we were earlier applying, but this is now under the business's control. You can define that I want my invoices to be due after 3 days only or after 4 days only. Then it will apply to all invoices that get created from the invoice builder or from the recurring invoices. So these settings apply to all of the invoices, whether it is one time or recurring. And then we have custom fields as well, where you are able to display some additional information with the contact info, like the client's GST number or any other requirement which you have in place. So custom fields option allows you to add those additional custom fields. And then notification management, like you are able to customize, you are able to turn on or off, and you are able to use custom templates for customer as well as team notifications, like invoice payment successful, invoice payment failure, or upcoming payment, upcoming auto debit using in recurring invoices. So those type of messages and emails you can customize for your customer, as well as which get received to yourself, that is team notification. So this offers a complete framework of customizing all of the invoicing needs which appear on the front end to your client, as well as the internal notification system as well, to keep you updated and never miss out on any recurring revenue or any loss of revenue. So this is super powerful. If you have not given it a try, or you have not yet had a chance to review all of these updates, because these have been rolled out in steps, and probably there's a chance you might have missed some of this. So this lies inside the invoice settings page. So this is one of the major changes that we made live in the recent past. Then moving on, we have major display enhancements for Google Pay and Apple Pay. So earlier there was a way in which we were facing a technical challenge in which the Google Pay and Apple Pay options were appearing inside the other payment tab. The user had to click on other, and then potentially they would see Apple Pay or Google Pay. But we have completely revamped our technical architecture there, and now the Google Pay or Apple Pay options just float if they are available in the specific geography for the customer, or if they're applicable on the currency in which you are selling. So this makes a lot of sense, as well as increases the conversions for your business as well, because more payment methods definitely leave more room for conversion, and the client has more options to pay, and this just definitely drives conversion. So we have in plan to add more payment methods, specifically buy now, pay later payment methods as well, which we have in the list. But as of now, Google Pay and Apple Pay, they exist on order forms. Awesome. The next update that we made is voiding an unpaid or open invoices. So a lot of the businesses feedback that we received is that there are multiple times then when there is an open invoice and we are not receiving any payment on it. So how do we take care of those invoices? Sure, we don't have an option to delete them. How do we get these statistics correctly? So we rolled out the option to void invoices, which basically allows you to void an invoice. It does not delete the invoice, it just places it in a separate category, which is not collectible anymore. It hides it from the list view and it does not affect your invoice statistics. So this provides a complete framework for any of those invoices which you potentially rolled out, but you were never able to collect payment or the client refused to pay. So those cases can be handled using the void status that we have. And then one of the major updates that we rolled out on invoicing is ACH Debit Payments with Stripe on invoices. So with this, we are able to accept US bank transfer on our invoicing. This includes both one-time and recurring invoicing. So this is only available with Stripe because we use Stripe to have this integration. So this opens tons of opportunities because US bank transfers are cheaper than credit card payments. And if you have a large ticket invoice and potentially you want to receive payment on that, then it makes a lot of sense to not go by a credit card payment, but going by the bank account transfers, because it will definitely charge less to the merchant. So this has definitely improved a lot helped a lot for the businesses to improve conversions as well as to have high ticket items as well processed through GHL. So this is one of the awesome updates that we made as well. I think we skipped one, I'm not sure how, but we also enabled automated sales receipts for all your payments. So this is an awesome update. If within the payments menu, we have settings, and within settings, we have the receipt section where at the turn of a toggle, you are able to automatically send out receipts to your clients after their successful purchase. So this applies on all purchases made on order forms or subscription payments, calendar payments, or invoice payments, or text to pay link payments. All of the payments that happen across any of the product areas, you are able to automatically send out a receipt. You are able to define the title of the receipt, start number, etc. And you are able to use a custom template as well. So this completely eliminates the need for having custom workflows set up using the order submitted trigger, let's say, or using the payment received trigger. And then for a basic setup of sending a receipt, you do not need to go to the workflows with this use case. It is just a toggle away. Just turn the toggle on, and for every purchase that any of your client is making, they will automatically be receiving a receipt. And this leaves a lot of good impression on your clients as well, because it provides a sense of confirmation that I've made a legit payment and now I've received the receipt for the same. So those are some of, sorry, do we have a question?
Do you have a sample of what the email, the receipt looks like to the customer? Like, can we modify anything on there, or is it just standard text?
You can modify. So if you see within the receipt section, there is an email template, which is the default email template. Probably the default screenshot must have been included in the help docs, but you have the receipt custom values inside the email builder as well. So using that, you can create on your own template and choose a custom template here.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Quick question. Is there any way to turn on or off the ACH payments?
You can do it within your Stripe dashboard. So it is by default on for your Stripe. When we released this feature, we turned it on for all of our connected accounts, which basically means that all of the accounts will start accepting US bank transfer payments. But if you want to turn it off, you can do it in your Stripe dashboard.
I'll follow up in tech support, but I had a issue with that where in Stripe, it will say that lead connector is controlled by lead connector to be able to turn that off. And so there's no way for me to turn it off in Stripe. And it's telling me that I need to refer to lead connector because they have the control of it. But I'll
interesting. So yeah, just open a ticket number.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. If you were to get paid by ACH, what would be the downside of that for you?
Well, for me, for instance, there's a customer that they just paid, but they paid by ACH instead of paying credit card. And so they're looking for me to start the services immediately. But with ACH, I won't know if that payment will even go through in like 4 or 5 days. I wouldn't even know if that payment goes through. So if I start those services, and for whatever reason,
I don't think that's true.
That's what they were saying in when I called up Stripe. But I don't want to waste the time on this with you guys.
We'll run that down. I mean, we don't want it to be seen as a lesser payment method. Although you did pay a heck of a lot lesser charge on it.
Yes, of course. Yep, 100%.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to sort of and for everyone else, like the reason we built ACH is because if you're collecting big invoices, if your clients are collecting big invoices, the credit card fee, the processing fee tends to add up. And ACH is just a better channel for large invoice amounts. So, but again, like Sean, just open a ticket and send it to me. I'll share my email ID in chat.
Okay.
I'll also share the product manager's email ID in chat. We'll run this down.
Thank you. I have a Loom video. I'll send it to you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome. So apart from sales receipt, so this basically provides as a complete replacement. If you are using Stripe for your receipt management, we potentially encourage you to move over to GHL because it covers all the product areas as well as subscription payments, and potentially with all coming features as well, we'll be enhancing these even more. Awesome. So moving on next with these updates, a couple of items that is in our radar for payments and invoicing. Firstly, which we are currently working upon is enhancing our existing QuickBooks integration. So with this, we plan to have a sync between invoicing of what you create inside GHL. So we want to sync our invoices within QuickBooks so that you don't need to have a repeat process for the same. And we want to generate sales receipts for all of your transactions that you are processing on order forms or subscription payments, or let's say calendar payments. We want to automatically create a sales receipt for you on the QuickBooks side. So this is the first thing that we are actively working on. And then we have recording partial payments on invoices on the list, wherein you will be able to, as of now, this amount is not customizable. You can only record payment for the complete amount. So we are working on having a solution for recording a partial amount out of it. And then coupons for recurring product. I think this has been pending since some time. We were not able to slide in, and there were some challenges that we were running with Stripe, but all of those questions are answered now. And it's a good news that this is coming up very soon, probably towards the end of this month or early next month. So we have gotten this figured out, and with this, you will be able to sell coupon codes or offer coupon codes for subscription-based purchases as well. And then similar to proposals, template creation, I think it makes a lot of sense, and it has been in demand as well to create invoice templates and send invoices in workflow using the same method. So we want to put up a consistent approach in devising this. You are able to create a proposal on an invoice template, and then you are able to configure an action of sending an invoice or sending a proposal. So both of these updates will open tons of possibilities in terms of building automations around that. If you are able to send a proposal and then send an invoice as well. So it will open tons of possibilities for automating all of your marketing activities as well. And then one of the things that we want to bridge the gap in between, and we are taking that up in iterations, is between the contacts page and the payments page. So we are trying to bridge the gap between navigating from the contact to payments and then from payments to contact. So the first thing there is potentially to show up a customer LTV and give an option to record payment instantly. Let's say you are on phone with your client and you just closed a deal. So there is a directly an option to record payment while on phone. You can start a subscription while on phone, or you can send an invoice while on phone. So stuff like that, we want to bridge those gaps with the customer payments information and charging a card in contacts page. So these are the crucial items that we are working on as a team on payments and invoicing side. Awesome. One major update that we are working in parallel, and this is coming next month and very soon, is e-commerce store. So as many of you might be aware of this, we are building a native solution for hosting a e-commerce store within GHL. So this will be available inside the funnels and websites area. You have an option to activate a store, and I've just gathered some screenshots from staging right now, which is still in works. You have the cart page. So the idea here is that you just come in, you are able to activate your store within a single click, and we automatically add some crucial pages that are required for you to perform a successful e-commerce checkout, like the products page, the cart page, the checkout page. All of these get automatically added, and you are able to attach products to these to your store, and you are able to create a physical online store to sell physical products or digital products. So this is currently in the works, and we are actively marketing towards the product. So potentially we are targeting this within next month to be publicly available. So stay tuned for more updates on this, but this is going to be an awesome product is what we are anticipating. That's it from my side. If we have any questions or if we have any ideas as well, you can scan this and you'll be heading over to ideas.gohighlevel.com, which we are rigidly following in terms of prioritizing our roadmap. So if you have an idea in mind, or if you think that this must be prioritized, we always refer to ideas.gohighlevel.com. That's it from my side.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Are there any open questions that potentially I can answer?
Yeah, so we'll just
You can all jump in and help out here.
cool. So thank you, Prashant. Thank you, Prakhar. Thank you, Pooja. And let's get started with the questions.
Nico?
Yes, sir. First question we have, I believe it's going to be from Derek. Regarding payments and invoicing, currently the high-level manager only works when connected to Stripe. Can we please get it working with other merchants like authorize.net?
Yeah, if you can get me the votes, we will. I was
Yeah.
just the number of the uptake. We came out with auth.net and NMI, and everybody asked for it and said it was going to be a huge deal. And I got to tell you, the uptake has been pretty weak. So, but if you get us the votes, we'll make it happen. Next.
Awesome. Yep. I'm looking for the next one right now. Are the feature releases from the Level Up Summit going to be live streamed?
No. Buy
Yes.
a ticket. Oh, it is? Never mind. Psych.
Yeah. No. So basically, the way that we did it last year, we're going to follow the same
I
model
was trying
again.
to sell some tickets, man. Give me a
Well,
break.
I know.
Oh.
No, I'm just a fact checker, right? So the way that we do it is the Level Up Day presentation, everything will be on day one. After the event, we'll live stream the recording. So you're not going to get it instantaneously. So if you want to get it right there and get early access, be at the event. And
Yeah, you might
we'll
do
send out
something
the
like
details a
people who
couple days
show
later.
up get like access to it for a week earlier or something. You know, there could be some benefits outside of just knowing about it. You may know about it, but not be able to use it. Something like that.
Yeah.
Just
We have some
saying.
tricks up our sleeve.
Just saying.
Awesome. This next question is a 9-part, the first ever 9-part series. First one is upload contact from the phone book to the lead connector mobile app.
I mean, I'll just quickly go through it. I mean, it's on the list, but active development is not happening on it. We already have a roadmap that like ideas work. Google My Business multi-location update. Yes, this is being worked on. Can't share an ETA. It's in dev. Let's see what we find. For custom.
Sid is here. Hold on. So I think Sid is here. So he.
Yeah. Yes. Hi, Joe. Hi, everyone. So yeah, Google My Business multiple location that should be available by end of this month or early next month. That's already in progress. Yeah.
Okay. For custom gateway providers, testing SMS and workflow reputation. This is a question. So just take this as feedback. With custom providers, how can we use test SMS and all of that?
Yeah, we'll already have that in the roadmap. We're running that down. So I think that should be taken care of as soon as
Got
possible.
it. Yeah. Razorpay payment gateway update. It's an interesting problem. I think we did talk to Stripe. They are making some moves in India. By the time, if we go the Razorpay route, by the time we'll end up building that thing, most likely Stripe will start functioning in India, like Stripe merchant accounts will start functioning. So we just have to double check that and then we'll decide. GMB profile manager from dashboard. Pooja? Oh, no, this is going to be a Siddharth item, right?
Talking, are you?
I think we lost it. So
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. So I think, so we are already working on that. And the first thing we're doing is the ability to change the chat widget, the profile picture. That's first. And we'll be also adding a link in your settings page which will take you to the profile, business profile, where you can make all the changes. But we already have this in the roadmap, and I think it should be available where you'll be able to change the images, services, products, everything from your high level. Yeah.
Got it.
Awesome.
Reputation
on the
management
network
custom
is
platform.
acting a bit.
Reputation management custom platform like TripAdvisor, Yelp, etc. It is on our radar. This is like a Q4-ish, Q1-ish kind of an item. Basically, all the platforms which are on Yext, anything that supports reviews, we can start funneling those in. So we are building some POCs right now. Custom menu link to selected users. I mean, we already have selected locations. Any like ideas board. Like if a lot of people want it, we can build it. Otherwise, it just complicates the UI. Number masking. What's the use case?
Some of the customers do not want their team members to actually be having access to the phone numbers for the data security reasons, because some of the other CRMs have that. So
Got it.
Yeah,
And I
I
guess
mean-
this is covered by Sid. This is more of a permission question than anything else. How do you make sure people have access to the contact? They're able to send a text, they're able to make a call, but they can't see the actual number.
Got it.
This is the call
I'll
center use
make a note
case
of this.
almost.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting one. I see the use case, but I guess run it down. And the answer is we'll build it if it's popular on the ideas list, but definitely on our radar.
Estimates and proposals for LP mobile app. Not at the moment, but I mean, again, like if people want it, we can build it. So you want to just see proposals and estimates on the mobile app, or do you want to be able to edit them on the mobile app? Like which one is it?
I'm actually currently using another app sort of thing to send out quotations quickly from my mobile phone itself. So
Okay, got
maybe
it.
I'll
You want
just
to send quotations.
Yes.
Yeah. If a lot of people want it, we can build it. So
Yeah,
ideas
I think
It's already on the
estimates and proposals should come to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
it is
it will
on
be
the
on the
list
mobile
as
app.
well.
Yeah,
Oh,
it will be
awesome.
on the mobile app. Yeah.
Cool. Sorted. Back to you, Nico.
Awesome. Next question we have is, when you say auto create an invoice after proposal is accepted or signed, will there be a way to collect card info on the proposal so the client doesn't have to fill out two documents, proposal and invoice? Also, what is the ETA on custom PDF upload?
For the first question, we have that in the list, but probably after the invoice updates. So I know what we are talking about. I think this is an experience similar to PandaDoc, where we have a credit card element and we just drag and drop it to capture credit card details, and probably you can record a payment after some time after the proposal is accepted. So we have that in the list, probably towards the next quarter, the coming quarter, towards the second half of that, we should see it rolling. And what was the second question, sorry?
The second question was also, what is the ETA on custom PDF upload?
Got it. Custom PDF uploads should be coming up sometime next month, I would say, mid of next month. We have already supported background image, and we are working on multiple signature support along with the floating element. And just after that, we'll be working on uploading of PDF. So potentially within a month.
Beautiful. Perfect. Next question we have is from Chris. Can you give us a little bit of detail about document management functionality coming to the client portal? How soon might it be available, and will it be secure, something a tax accountant can use to collect necessary documents from clients?
Is Puru here?
No, I think not.
Got it. So they're
What's the
also working
question?
on this. Document management is in QA. It will go out in a couple of weeks. They will then integrate that into the client portal. That won't be there when they initially roll out, but it should follow quickly. And yes, all of the URLs are secure. So it is something that a tax consultant can use.
Awesome. Thanks, Varun. Next question is from Jenna. She's asking, hey, I may have missed it, but is there an update to the review widget time-wise?
Yeah. So I think I'm taking a look there. I mean, review widget you are saying in funnel and website?
No,
Like
so I think they're talking
yeah.
about just the new themes for the review widget. Shivam, do you know where it's at?
I mean, I know it is being worked on, and I saw a few samples a while ago. I mean, it is very close to release. You should have more themes soon. But I'm not aware of the exact time.
Awesome. Thanks, Shivam. Next question is from Charles. Question: plans to add TNC field to business profile similar to agency side?
Charles, do you want to come off mute and?
Yeah, so terms and conditions with the new A2P, we're having to use terms and conditions, with all these accounts. If we could add in the business profile a field where we could put in the client's TNC, and that way we could pull it in all the places that we need to.
Got it. I mean,
this is A2P is not going
update
it's
wherever
not going
it
anywhere.
needs to.
Yeah.
I think there is another approach here that we should run down as well, Shivam. So with some of these, there was some talk of making it a standard field. So instead of even putting it into the business profile, this opt-in, opt-out, if it just becomes a standard field in the custom fields and they have the ability to add more, you can edit the text in one place and you can add this to the forms. It automatically shows up in the smart list for filtering. But the use case is, how do I edit the text for this in one place? And then how do I get additional functionality on top of it? How do I send only to people that have checked that box and all of those? And the answer is we should just make it a standard field with the ability for them to create more of these for different use cases if they want.
Yeah, I mean, right now A2P is hot. So we are seeing the SMS use case. There's an email use case as well. So yeah, I think Siddharth, just make a note of it. Most likely we can handle it on the platform side itself.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
And for the person that asked the review question, it went into QA and there's no migration. So about a week out for the review widget.
Awesome. Next one we have is from Mary Sue. When a new proposal comes in, there's no notification to the business owner. When will this be available?
So when a new proposal comes in, as in when it is signed.
That's right.
No, when it is signed, then there is a notification that gets sent out to the business sender, right? Are you talking about the account admin also receiving that notification?
I haven't seen a notification when it's signed. I've tested it and a couple clients have used it and they haven't seen it either.
Got it. So I think a couple of things we should obviously check that, Prashant. And I think instead of just the sender, we'll have to come up with access rules, but we should actually start using the activity tracker. We should start surfacing this information in the activity stream.
Got it. Mary, but ideally, I have tested it in my production account today itself as well. Ideally, it should send out a notification along with the PDF signed copy as a reference, as an attachment to view that. So probably, can you share one of the proposal IDs or so that I can debug this? I can drop in my email ID because this should be already.
And I just want to point out, Ben Schmitz also said he hasn't seen it. The person that signed it receives the email. The person sending it is not receiving any completed signed email.
Got it. Let me run this down. It should ideally work. And I have tested it work. But
and Mary, Ben, if you can just share one example each, it will just give us more more data to look at. Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Next one is from Paul. I read in a post somewhere that true multi-currency is in the works. Is that true? And if so, when would it be coming?
Potentially next quarter, not in this quarter, until they level up as well. But there are two items that we are running down. One is the ability to decouple products currency with the country that you set in. So what we have in plan is that while creating a product, you will be able to define the currency of the product so that you are able to create products in different currencies within the same sub account. The second thing that we also plan on doing along with the e-commerce changes, probably once the e-commerce store changes go out, is that providing an option to the end customer or the client who is checking out to switch between currencies. So let's say you are selling in USD. How Shopify or any other platform does it, we want to provide an option on the preview page to switch currency to, let's say, euro, and they are able to check out in euro, or they are able to see the total amounts in their preferred currency. These are the two things that we have in our list for the coming quarter towards the second half of it. Does that solve your use case with these two cases?
I think so, Prashant. Thanks for that. Does that also cover things like memberships? I think calendars is already multi-currency, right?
It will cover
payments already are.
memberships. It will cover things like memberships by default, because when you create products in different currencies, then it will allow you the opportunity to have different checkouts associated for different currencies. So it should work, but I would check internally with the team. It should work definitely on order forms, but how will we take care of it in internal membership checkouts? I'll run this down, but it will definitely support.
That's great. Thanks, Prashant.
Thanks, Paul. Next question we have is from Dutch. Question: can we create an automated output of forms / PDFs based on input of the CRM?
And to clarify, I mean, like for a client, for example, would want to do like a lab order. So it's a form what they need to send out to a lab to do blood work for a patient or something like that. So based off the patient information in the CRM system, is there a way that we can automate it in a PDF that go out? It's very quiet now.
Yeah, I mean, we're just thinking how you can achieve this. I mean, you can generate text, like, you know, you can automate emails, you can automate SMS, but you know, a workaround could be like, if Zapier has a step like that, you know, where you can generate a PDF from email, just send the email to Zapier, and then you can get the PDF file out, and then you can send the PDF file however you want. But right now, I don't think there is a native solution for this.
Okay. The rest was perfect, by the way, the whole day. Thank you.
Thank you. Next one we have is from Melissa. AI conversational booking bot update. What you and Rob Bailey recently talked about. Is there any update on this?
Varun?
Sean, you and Rob recently did.
I know.
Come on, Sean, bring it.
No,
He's
no.
not going to tell
I
us.
want to bring it. I want to bring it right now.
And you can't.
Oh, Varun.
We need auto.
I think it will roll out about mid-September. September 15th is the date that we have now.
Thank you.
Well,
Awesome.
Can I ask, since I'm next up, can I ask in regards to why that is?
Well, they ran into an issue today about some infrastructure that wasn't scaling very well, so they refactored it. So I think that's the big setback I saw.
Yeah.
Did I get that right, Varun?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So it works very well, but apparently there was just an infrastructure decision that got made that, and I completely understand this. Sometimes that which works at first doesn't continue to work as you scale. And quite frankly, I'm happy that they found it now versus after you released it, because then you guys would all be like, what the heck, it's slow, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm just really, I mean, that actually tells me that we have good QA in place. So, yeah, I'm annoyed because I just can't not be, but that doesn't mean it wasn't the right decision. So, but we're gosh darn close. That's the good news. Like, just say October 1 and then we're gonna have a kick-ass bot. Don't worry.
That's 2 weeks following September 15th.
I know. See, but see now, but now I'm going to look like a hero for you instead of like a villain, right? So that's the difference.
Cool.
Plus, I know that things go wrong when you don't expect them to, so I like to give a little leeway there. So, but yeah, I mean, we're very firmly committed to this path. It obviously will come out with booking as the first objective, but I've already seen a lot of other people, like I think even Steve, you came out with this idea of trying to get people to fill out a form. or I'm trying to remember, somebody else came out with, like, I was just looking at, somebody was asking about ManyChat today, and I'm kind of thinking this ought to become a ManyChat replacement. And so I can see us ending up with situations where you might have different bots in the same location trying to achieve different objectives, or even just talk to people about different offers. So, but we're very firmly committed to making this a big first class feature. So,
And was that from Steve, the appointment, I mean, the form filling use case?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. So then I can show you a screenshot, Steve. And again, this doesn't come on the 15th of September. This will be following that. But at least internally for an MVP, we got that use case working, where you can attach a form to the bot and you can see the bot go about asking questions to fill up the form. And there's a place here where they say, hey, I need your address to assist you better. And the person says, nah. And then the bot goes back. I understand that you may be hesitant, but it would be useful to help you find the perfect studio. It enables us to locate the options in your desired area. Can you reconsider sharing your address with us? And then the person goes for it. But if they again insist that they don't want to give it, it will move on. But we're already working on that case. We've got at least an MVP working, and this will roll out soon as well.
Awesome. Oh, I trust you guys. Melissa, myself, we're just all impatient. That's all.
No, I'm impatient too, trust me. But no, I think the bot stuff is going to be amazing. And I hope all of you are watching the e-com stuff, because that opens up a whole new market for all of us. So I'm excited.
Yeah, the e-com and the booking bot, I think, are two incredibly exciting things.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I think a lot of you have clients who want to dabble in e-com. And this is really kind of where we targeted this first release is, oh, wow, it's there now. And I don't know if anybody's paying attention though. Klaviyo filed their S1. They have 500 million in revenue. That they're being valued at $9 billion. 70% of their business is Shopify. So out of the gate, we're going for a 2-for-1 special here. So you'll be able to do e-com, but you'll also be able to do Klaviyo all in the same run. So
nice.
We got any other questions?
Yeah, we do have a few more. We are bridging at the 12:30, so if we can kind of sprint through here and get as many as we can, that'd be great. Next one is from Glenn. I'm unclear.
Whoa. I got one more.
Oh, okay. Shoot, Steve.
Okay, sorry. Status of conversation, and then when it comes down to forms and documents. So you've talked a lot about PDFs. That's awesome. Where I'm looking at is how can we replace the Jot forms of the world? So essentially what I need is intake forms. I need to be able to have people create forms, but then store them somewhere within.
Just did the forms presentation. How the heck did we not answer Steve's question?
Yeah, the storage is really storing all that data in one spot where they can be printed off. That's all I need.
We just need and we all know this, right? We need people want this stupid form section, like submissions, right? And we have the submissions. Yep. We have this now. Yep. Correct?
Have what's signature.
Missing? Yeah. What's missing?
We already have now the IP address and all that. The only thing we need now is to be able to store all that in one location per form fill that can be printed.
Yeah, I think we have export PDF functionality. So you go there, you can export, you can select a form, you can export all the leads from that form.
No, he wants to print the form.
It's got to be based on contact. So the contact fills out an intake form.
Got it. So if we just give you a print option here, will it work?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Got it. And I think what would be actually nice is if, we could say that, and again, let me pick a test contact. So awesome. So let's say if I go here, do you want the form submissions to sort of show up here so that you can print them easily?
Yeah, that would be great.
Everyone wants that.
Yeah. So I think
you want to contextualize all this stuff relative to the contact, just like purchases, payments, form submissions, all that stuff should be contextualized under the contact.
Because a lot of people just think about it. A lot of people have these, digital documents. Everybody wants to get rid of paper documents. So you have the person go fill out the intake form as a digital document, but then the business has to be able to have that digital document.
Yeah, I think so. We are already unifying a lot of stuff into the conversation stream. So just like we have the activity stream right now, we are going to have like a per contact activity stream in the conversation. I think Samita presented that in the last town hall, if I'm not mistaken. So it's very cool.
Yes,
Like,
yes, we did that.
whenever someone books an appointment, makes a payment, or fills a form, all of that just shows up. All of that shows up as blocks inside the conversation. We'll make sure that we give you a print option from there as well. And Prakhar, this is more for you. Let's just put a print option. Let's see if people click on it.
I made a note of this. Yeah. We'll
Thank
include
you.
this.
So Steve, when they fill out that form, is that going to populate the custom fields for that contact? And what if they fill it out twice or that kind of thing?
Well, there lies the issue. So many times this is a form that's filled out multiple times. So that's where the question comes in. Like, how do you have to keep that data together, but store it as a date that it was submitted.
Yeah, and I think Varun, quick question for you. So on the submissions, is that the current copy, or is that a time series?
Who are you asking, Shivam?
That's a question for Varun.
It should be time series.
Yeah, which means, yeah. So Steve, when you go to submissions, the submission that you see is the custom field that was at that point in time. So if the intake form is submitted again later on, it does not update the previous submission. It might change the custom field for the contact, but the submission will still be true to that time.
Yeah, but what does JotForm do?
JotForm allows you to, but with JotForm, what it does is when you fill out the form, it puts it into like a kind of like a spreadsheet, but each one is time-based. So you have the data from that last form. If somebody fills out a second exact same form, it'll time-base it.
Yeah, that's exactly what the submissions page is right now, Steve. Maybe we just need to do a better job of that page. It was, hey, let's just expose this data at some point. But Prakhar, you should take a look at that and see how we can organize that better, how to make that printable, downloadable, searchable. So.
Yeah, and I've seen JotForm's submission one. So I think our first priority is to make it look good. But yeah, I think I got your point. We'll make this happen.
Yeah, just jump on a call with Steve and just figure out his use case. I'm pretty sure a lot of people use intake forms. So let's try to solve it.
Sure. I'm putting my link for calendar. You can book anytime. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Let's jump into the next one, and it's from Glenn. I'm unclear as how I populate multiple phone fields from a CSV and code them as work versus mobile.
I'll take that. So Glenn, I think for the import, we don't have the ability to add the labels. Right now it's comma separated. You have to just add all the phone numbers under additional phone column. And after importing is when you can actually add the labels to it. But I will look into this and I will see how can we make it more seamless to even add the labels at the time of importing.
Yeah,
but that's the structure at this point in time. Yeah,
that would make it a lot easier if I have 2 or 3 phone numbers for a contact and I need to upload them from CSV. I need the code, which is cell, which is for obvious reasons.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it's I'm dealing with you know what I'm dealing with. A couple of other quick things, guys. So I read or saw something somewhere where you guys have added like this BCC CRM email address unique to that contact that we can thread across every conversation. I don't know where if that is available. Where is it? How do I access it? How do I get that BCC?
Right. So it's under my profile, Glenn, and under the two-way sync section which you have, you will see that option called Auto BCC, and you will be able to see the address there. And yeah, so it's at the account level. So this is exactly.
Okay, and you're generating that code, and then for use cases, I'm populating that into, let's say, a email that I'm sending from my Gmail account so that it threads it
Correct.
back into CRM. Is that what's happening here?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. And if I generate the email from GHL, from the CRM, is it automatically populating that at that point into that outgoing email?
Yeah.
I know, so it won't be required for that.
No. So no, he's asking a separate question. So, okay. So Glenn, it's like this. Let's say you have the same contact in high level, you have the same contact in Gmail. It's going to be a two-way sync, right?
Yes.
But now let's say I got a new lead in my Gmail that does not exist in high level.
Right.
So how do I reply to the lead and also create the contact in G level, in Go High level at the same time? So I'm going to use the BCC. It creates the contact in my high level location. And from this point onwards, I don't have to use the BCC anymore. Now both of them will be in sync. So that's how it works.
Okay, great. Now, is that going to be the methodology going forward, or are you still building some kind of a tool or something that embeds in Gmail to be able to like click a button and say, yeah, I want this duplicated into my GHL account?
We definitely have plans for it, Glenn, but I think the use case is more or less solved with the auto BC sync and this. So I think if we see that request coming and we see some good use case for that also, we will look into that. But at this point in time, I think we don't have that in the immediate roadmap, but we will look into this. Yeah.
Yeah, I just need an easy way to take someone who's in my Gmail account and get that person populated into GHL.
Save your BCC as a contact. Save your BCC as a contact.
Just try using the BCC. It's actually pretty chill. Like I use it myself, and I think when this was being built, I was also like, hey, what is this BCC? How am I going to remember this? But you use it once, and it remembers it. Gmail remembers that you start typing, and it can find it for you. And I use it personally. It's very well. Like I don't think you will need a plugin if you just start using BCC once. But let us know how it goes. If you still want it, we'll see.
But is it capable of actually mapping like the company name over and stuff from the domain? Like is that capability there? It's just taking the conversation, just the thread part of the conversation. I'm talking about really creating a contact with the attributes and things that would come along with that.
Right now it doesn't, Glenn. So it just creates the contact with the name and gets the conversation synced between both the platforms. But as I remember what you're talking about, and I think we also caught up on that earlier. You showed me how the extension works and what all attributes you can actually bring to the high level platform level. So I will look into the Samita, you're on the call. So just take a note of that and also check in with Glenn once, and we will type that down. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be extremely helpful. And I think there was just one more thing here. GHL conversations. Okay. No, I guess that covers it then. Oh yeah, So one of the problems I have is two issues. When someone fills out a form or something and they're from the same organization, the person may not actually type the name of the organization exactly the same. For example, it could be Glenn Wasserman Service, Glenn Wasserman vehicle sales, whatever they're putting in the name, or they abbreviate it, or a company buys another company, the names, now there's a branch location with a different name, that kind of thing. So what's happening is I have to add multiple contacts. I need them to be able to match to the company, and it's not happening because the companies may not actually be in there, correct? So what I was suggesting was if I put in a customer with a matching domain in the email, so if I'm One Customer Plus, right? So Siobhan's OneCustomerPlus.com and Glenn's OneCustomerPlus.com, I would love that to maybe be the index to link those two contacts to the same company. And so let me stop there, because right now it's not happening inside the software, and it's a lot of manual effort to then go in and say, well, this person should really be connected with this company. It's not the right thing. Whereas it's right now it's making another company, it's creating another company entry.
Yeah. Because right now we're creating at the company name level, so that's the reason it's happening. But as I think we discussed earlier, so we'll look into that, Glenn, in terms of creating companies based on domain, and also mapping. Whenever you create a contact and you have this email ID with the same domain, automatically it gets mapped to the company, and stuff like that. We will look into that. We definitely have it on a list, but yeah, let us look into that and get back to you.
All right. And the last one is about duplicating companies and contacts. So when I have a franchise scenario, I have multiple companies that are, and I have multiple contacts, right? I would love to, if I'm putting in 5 contacts for a specific company, I'd love a duplication button. I put the first one in, I hit duplicate, and so the name duplicates, the address duplicate, and then all I'm updating is the specific, let's say, cell phone number, because the phone numbers will be the same.
Yeah,
right?
but what other CRM does it this way, Glenn? I mean,
Every
show me
CRM
an
I've ever
example.
used, every CRM I've ever used, HubSpot.
Glenn, the
I
way we are
got it.
looking at it is from the importing perspective. So we are looking at the how do you import companies so that you don't basically solve that problem that you have the details and you just import all the companies at once and go about adding the details. So we are looking at it from that perspective instead of not from duplicating perspective. So yeah.
But if you're putting multiple contacts in for the same company, like the controller, the office, the parts manager, the service manager,
At this
I don't
point,
want to
this is too
retype. I just
detailed. Do you guys want to set up a separate call and go over this? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Awesome. Next question's from Charles ETA on canonicals for the XML sitemap.
Yeah, right now there's a big issue with, it's a great addition to have the blogs come in, although it also creates a huge issue because it's pulling every category. It's essentially pulling every blog post 3 times into the RSS feed, and there's no chronological order whatsoever. And then, so it kicks it, and I get emails all day long where things are being removed. And the bad part is because there's no chronological, you have no control over which one's removed.
Just FYI, Charles, like we have already taken this feedback, like once you had shared inside the Facebook group. We are planning to add a support for this directly in, like, in your funnels area, where you will be able to identify, like, what is going to be your canonical URL. And with that only, you will be able to even, so for example, this does not just a use case for blog, it is also a use case for funnel. If someone's adding, like, multiple contact with the same data, then
Right.
like, someone needs to identify that as a primary, and that gets like mapped inside the XML sitemap without like, duplicating. So that part is already been like, discovered from our side. Like we already have something in place that we have started like, testing it out from our end. Yeah.
So we looking at 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks?
So timeline can't be like defined because like, we just need to like test our hypothesis, which does not just fall for like, the blogs part. We also need to take the funnels part. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember where you guys showed the picture where it could be separated. You could pick which one you wanted to actually go to the XML sitemap. I'm just looking for some kind of, even eye on the sky timeline. I'm not holding your feet to the fire. I'm not gonna,
I guess like, what I can do is like as a best thing is like, because this falls under like, like this falls under a different set of team. What I can do as a good thing is that, I can reach out to you separately and give you a timeline update.
Okay.
Once
That'd be great. That'd be great. And one other quick question on, I think it was last town hall, we talked about dedupe improvements, like fuzzy logic when it came to finding duplicates in the contacts. Is that still on the roadmap? Because right now there's no good way to find duplicates in the contacts.
Yeah. So Charles, we definitely have that on the roadmap. We'll look into this. I think this should be available by early next month, I would say. Okay. But yeah, that's
Awesome.
on the roadmap.
Thank you. All right, just a few more. Next one is from Tim, affiliate manager, automatic payouts.
We haven't moved on that yet, but it is the next big item that we'll work on.
Okay, next one is from Alexa. Any plans for currency exchanges in the Stripe for checkout? Clients who are paying in different countries are paying in USD and end up spending a lot more.
I think my previous answer, does that answer this question as well? The two things that we have in plan for currency. Is Alexa here?
Okay, generally, I mean, currently there are some limitations that force you to pay in USD, but it should not be like that in future. You will be able to create products in multiple currencies within a single location. So that should take care of it.
Awesome. Next one is from Jesse. Is there a way to pull up a contact offer to update contact and new review request / appointment schedule feature rather than say duplicate contact not allowed?
Quick. I believe this is part of the problem from something I brought up a couple town halls ago that Sean said y'all will work on. But whenever someone on the app doesn't put a +1 in the phone number, it doesn't render. It won't show the contact. Unless you can't just do one, you have to add +1 full phone number and then it will pull up the phone number. But if someone's calling you from like the business, it goes into the CRM. And then later on, they're trying to either set an appointment or send them a review request. It doesn't show up in the list to select them because the +1 isn't shown. And no one types a +1 when you're looking to send a review request. So I think that's probably the problem. But whenever they don't do that, it says, oh, there's no one here. So they hit review request. Then it says, oh, there's a duplicate contact. Then you have to go to the person, find the person in the contacts, add their name manually. Then you can search by name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what you're saying is, and does this happen only when you are requesting a review, or does it happen in other areas? So you mentioned review request and appointment scheduling.
Yeah. So you're using like the FAB feature on the app. Like if I'm just going through and I pulled it up. Like, well, I doubt you can probably see it, but
Yeah, and this is only on the mobile app, right?
that's the one I use the most. I haven't tested it with the other one, but like if you can see here where it says no 770 number, full phone number, nothing. I just add a +1 and then it pops up and then I can find them. But if I tried to just send a phone number to try to send a review request to that number or an app or appointment or whatever, it won't populate because there's no person to use it. So then it suggests to add a new contact, but I can't add a new contact because I can't add a duplicate contact. So basically I just need that +1 to be removed from the search feature so that whenever someone's looking for something, they don't have to do a +1.
Yeah. I mean, that looks like a bug. I just send it to the mobile team. They'll take care of it.
All right, cool. I think that's the problem for my first question. I have to again later on down the line, but I think it's the same issue.
It's more of a string search versus an exact match on the prefix. Yeah, we look at that.
Yeah, that would be super helpful.
Yep.
That's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Jesse. Next one we have is from Jason. Will the store shopping cart process allow for one-click upsell?
Sorry, can
Probably
you come
not. So on e-commerce, they want a one-click upsell on the
Oh,
e-commerce.
got it. I think I already answered this on chat. We have recommended products and upsells in the list, not in the first iteration, but probably after a couple of iterations.
Okay, and we're gonna do 3 more, and then that is going to be it. Next one is from Paul. Are enhancements to the company object on the roadmap, example given, import companies, assign contacts via import, custom fields, etc.?
Yes, that's on the roadmap.
Any idea when, Siddharth?
Yes, I think Paul will be looking at around Q4 for these enhancements in terms of custom field for company, import capabilities, assigning multiple contacts to companies, etc. Yep.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Next one is from Mohammed. For the up-and-coming WhatsApp feature, which is coming up, is it going to be multiple WhatsApp business numbers which can be dispatched across company users, or one single WhatsApp business per sub account?
You can have multiple WhatsApp So you can have multiple WhatsApp phone numbers across multiple WhatsApp business accounts in the same location. So it's pretty flexible.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. And then the last question, which is going to be from Will, is info about previous question because of the 2AP timeframe to approve a phone number for SMS takes longer. Are people telling clients it will be delayed to them starting using high level? Will, are you here?
Yeah, I think I'll just share my 2 cents over here.
Will, are you here or?
Will, are you here or? I'm here.
Okay, you have a little bit of a feedback whenever we speak.
Okay, Okay, can you hear me at all?
We can hear you, but when we speak, we hear ourselves.
Oh, okay. Are you looking for clarity to the question? Then I can mute it so you can hear yourself speak.
Yeah, we can do that exactly. Cool.
All right. So my clarity, what I'm trying to say is that when you start before A2P, we were able to get a client started pretty much right away. So with the A2P, I was just asking, is there going to be, are people experiencing delays because you have to get the phone number approved first? So if I want to do a retargeting or reactivation campaign, I would have to wait until A2P cleared the number. Is that the understanding, or can I start a reactivation campaign as soon as the day somebody signs up?
Cool. So I'll take that. If your client signs up today, don't start a reactivation campaign tomorrow. All of those messages will end up in in an error. The better strategy is to not start with a local number, but to start with a toll-free number. So you start with a toll-free number. Toll-free registration is very simple. You don't have to wait for the approval. The moment you submit a toll-free registration, you can already send up to 10,000 SMS. I think the limit is something like 20,000 SMS per month and then 6,000 SMS per day, something in that range. So you buy the toll-free number the moment your client comes in, you register the toll-free number, and now you can instantly send a reactivation campaign. So if you follow that sequence, that is the best solution for now. The A2P wait times are relatively high. I think it's typically taking anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks, and it is a range. Like some people wait 5 weeks, some people get approved in like 3 days, but the average wait time is about 3 to 4 weeks. So yeah, I mean, that is my suggestion.
And just so for clarity, the toll-free number does have to be registered as well for A2P. Gotcha. Yep.
Yes. So toll-free number also, toll-free numbers also require registration, but it's much simple compared to A2P. You don't need EIN. There is no business of figuring out, hey, do I need to be sole prop? What are the limits? Do I need to be a standard registration? What are my requirements? Do I go for low volume, high volume? None of that complexity exists. Toll-free registration is very straightforward. You just give them the info. Even while you're waiting for approval, you can send 6,000 messages per day. I mean, that's good enough for most people.
Awesome. Thanks for the question, Will. And thank you everyone for joining us on this month's town hall. And we look forward to seeing you all in October.